morning, Academir Tigers. Today we're going to be creating a succulent garden. I am going to give you tips on how to grow cactus and succulent plants successfully. So let's get started. We're going to go over the materials that you see here on my table. First, we have the at-home garden kit that you can find at Amazon that brings all the supplies that you need. And the other materials is things that you can find around your house, like empty bottles. We can recycle them and make a great container to plant your succulent or cactus plant. Now, let's focus first on the kit. This kit brings a nice box that you can actually use as your placement for the succulent and cactus plants. Now, it brings a manual that you can read over, and it has valid information on how to successfully grow succulent and cactus plants. It brings 4 little bags that have plastic around, and it also has a drainage. Drainage is important in order to prevent it from rotting the plant. Okay, you don't want the seed to rot because then it will not sprout. So you have 4 little bags of these. This kit brings everything. It's awesome to start your first garden. But if you're more basically on a budget, maybe you might want to use the cool recycled material. Both of them are still super duper awesome. Now, like I said, you have 4 little bags with the drainage, and they also give you label cards. These are used to pin on each little bag that signifies, right, that labels what type of seed you're going to be planting because you're going to forget. And these are the different seeds that they give you, okay? They give you 4 bags, either cacti mix or succulents, okay? Whichever one that you prefer. Now, since they give us 4, we have 4 options, right? And there's 4 bags, so you can use them all. Now, this is the soil, okay? In this kit, it provides it for you. When you mix this soil, it comes in like little tablets. Let me show you. It comes in little tablets, and each tablet, once you pour the water on it, right, we're going to mix it with our little bowl. You can find a bowl in the house, okay? Any bowl, just make sure it's not the one that you use, for cereal. Make sure that it's just your gardening bowl. And you're going to be able to put the tablet inside and add some water and then mix. We're going to go ahead and do that once we're done with all the supplies. Okay, and then we have our tree trimmer that helps us maintain the trees and see anything that's going around the tree, around the plant that's going to avoid it, that's going to make it not grow successfully. So this is just a little bit of extra nice material that we're going to put to the side. Now, the box, it's perfect to put all the 4 bags inside, and it's a cute little garden that you can create and put it near a window, because remember that these plants need at least 6 hours of sun per day, okay? But minimize the direct sunlight until after germination. So until after germination, you're not going to put this directly to the sun because it needs time to grow, okay? Now, in the bottom of this box, I forgot to show you, it comes with a little plastic. I'm not sure if it's removable. I'm not sure if you could see it. It's a little plastic so that when it does drain in the bottom, it doesn't spill all over, okay? It holds. Remember not to overwater these plants. It's recommended to use water droplets or a watering can to shower, okay? You're not dipping them in water. You're not putting a gallon of water because then the seed or plant will rot, okay? So we're going to go ahead and set these up, these cute little bags, for our first garden. This kit brings everything. And then I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this to the side so that we can do our mixing pot. You're going to need a little spoon, a little plastic spoon. Just make sure it's not one that you use, for other things at home, or for edible things. You're going to put 1 seed, and you're going to see, let me get the water. It could be bottled water, it could be sink water, any water. It's easier for me to show you with the bottled water. You're going to put some water, and you're going to start seeing the texture of dirt, right? It's more of a soft texture. You're going to put enough water, give me a second, so that it absorbs. You can do it all together. I'm going to show you now on the camera. You can do it all together, all of them together, or separately. Put this here on the side. Give it a second. Make sure it's soaking with water. It takes a couple seconds. While that's going, I'm going to go ahead and put all of them in since we're going to do all 4 so that we don't waste time in explaining. Okay? Make sure there's enough water in all of them, right? You can just dip it. Okay? It's going to turn to dirt. It's going to absorb the water. Once it starts absorbing the water, you're going to see that there's less water. So you're going to pour as much as you want, okay? It has to absorb, but just wait until little by little it starts absorbing before you add more water, because then you're just going to have a soup of dirt, okay? That's not what we want. We want the same consistency as dirt. So while that's mixing, I'm going to go ahead and show you the recyclable garden. The recyclable garden using just a regular bottle, any Coke or any Pepsi that you like, any type of flavors. This one in specific is Diet Dr. Pepper. But you cut it in half, and it's amazing because, give me a second, I don't want to drop it. It has a drainage system, okay? But I actually put a coffee filter, okay? When you put the coffee filter in the bottom, it prevents the dirt from falling down, right? You need the dirt because you need the succulent plant to grow through roots and you need to survive. So you need the dirt. So if you can see, there is a coffee filter there in the bottom. And there are the plants that have already begun to sprout. Once they sprout, you can take them outside or keep them indoors. You can take it outside if you have a pot outside that you want to plant it inside. You can use that as well. Or you can use it inside and make your room look cool. So we're going to have this here. And I'm going to go ahead and create one with you guys using a small Coca-Cola bottle. You can make small, you can use a small one. You can use a 1 liter bottle. All of them work, and you're helping Mother Earth because you're recycling. Now let's go ahead and look at our soil. As you can see, it's already being absorbed, okay? So you're going to go ahead and touch it to see if it is soft, and it's still hard. That means that it still needs more water. So we're going to get another water bottle. Since we're doing 4 of them, it's going to need a lot of water, okay? So while that's mixing, we're going to go ahead and look at our seeds. Now this gardening kit is very awesome because it brings, like I said, the mixes. And it tells you in the back that you have to see, the depth of the seed has to be 1/8 of an inch. Okay, it even tells you the germination temperature, the days for germination, the space, everything it tells you. It's amazing. Okay, it tells you for best results, like I said, the depths of the seed are 1/8 of an inch. Don't overwater. Remember, the soil should be moist to the touch, not wet or dry. Okay, on the back. Perfect. So I'm going to show you, once we take it out, don't start taking them all out, because then you're going to forget. When you take it out, you're going to go ahead and get your labeling stick, right? And you're going to put the plant name and the day you sowed it on, okay? So everybody's day is going to be different. Maybe you don't do this today or tomorrow, okay? So you're going to write the date, and you're going to put succulent mixed seeds, okay? So that you know it's a succulent and not a cactus. I personally like to put the number, like this is number 129, so that I know what picture and I could like refer to it after. Because succulent, mixed seeds, you're going to be like, what succulent mixed seed am I using? So I like to put the number of the bag, number 129. So number 129 is going to go in our first potting kit, right? In our first pot mixture. This coffee filter is like flying everywhere. Okay. So that's what it looks like. I'm not going to put today's date because I like to reuse these, okay? On the back, with a little sticky note and a piece of tape, I like to write the date so that I can reuse it. Basically, these are my favorite succulent seeds and cactus mixes because so then I like to reuse the numbers. So you don't want to put the date on this if you want to keep reusing it. Now, if you just want the same kit and just, you want to do it for fun one time, that's great. You can actually put the real number. Remember that since it is wood, it bleeds, so make sure that, you try your best not to go over so much, and it's just going to look like a big black mark. Now, we do one step at a time. You get one bag, and you get your bag of seeds, right? So to not mix, because if you start opening all the seeds, you're going to go crazy. So these are all the little seeds that it comes with, okay? We're looking already back at our dirt for a second. Always put the seeds in the bag so that you don't forget which one it is with the label, okay? So that you don't get mixed up. Because we're going back and forth a lot because this is a lot of work. So this is already the dirt. As you can see, it grew huge. And we're going to test it. It might still need some more water, but hey, let's test it. It's getting a little soft. This is awesome. So you're going to be breaking it, okay? Because it needs to be open in order for the water to absorb, okay? You're mixing this, the soil. And I'm going to explain to you, for example, if you're doing it at home and you don't have, we're going to do this next. If you don't have, soil at home, that everybody has that, you can go to the nursery and you have to ask for cactus and succulent special soil, okay? You can't just go to the backyard and get dirt. You need it like the special soil. Okay, so we're mixing. This takes a while. This is probably going to be the longest step in this process. Don't fast forward me. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more water, even though a lot is already enough for creating our first bag. Okay, make sure that when you put the water, you put it around, not just in one spot. Okay. Like I said, don't use this spoon for later. You don't know if there's bacteria in here. Now, it's looking good. There's still some, as you can see, the texture, it's like hard, okay? So that, some of them need a little bit more water. But let's get started. Now, we're going to be filling, okay, the bag, our first bag, which we already numbered it, so we're not going to get confused. Number 129, it says it up here, 129. Let's be organized, people. And first, you put the dirt. Do not put the seed first. Remember that you only need to plant the seed 1/8 of an inch deep, okay? If you put it all the way down there during the germination process, it's going to get lost and it's not going to be able to find its way out of the dirt and grow beautifully. So we're going to put some dirt. Just make sure the dirt is prepared, okay? It needs to be kind of like this texture, very soft, just like regular dirt, okay? But it's soil. It's going to have enough water for a week minimum because this has been drenched in water. So do not immediately start watering the seed because then you're going to, potentially overwater it and then, it's going to rot and it's not going to grow and you're going to say, oh my goodness, what happened? They give you more than enough seeds per bag, as you can see. Okay, you can put one of each. There's 3 little different ones. Remember, these are mixed, but mainly the picture in the bag, okay? There's hundreds of different types of plants, so. Okay, so we keep going until it is filled. This is a lot of work, but it's exciting to see them grow. Look how beautiful these are from the recycled one. Look how much they grow. It's super cool. Okay. Remember that all this comes with the kit. The kit is roughly about $30. You can tell your mom and your dad, hey, I want to try gardening. I'm pretty sure they're going to say, that's super awesome. Let's go and do gardening. You're going to be very excited because I was very excited and I'm almost 30 years old and I'm super excited and I love gardening. Okay. So you're going to fill it in almost all the way to the top. Okay, I'm going to show you here. We don't want to go too deep because then during germination, it's just going to get lost and not grow. So make sure you put your finger in the hole in the bottom because you don't want a little bit of dirt going everywhere, then you're going to make a mess. So, I should have cut this before. Now, you're going to get one of each. There's 3 different types, and I'm pretty sure you have common sense, so you can see that there are 3 different types. There's the big black one, the semi-brown one, and then it's like a little sticky, pointy one. So we're going to get one black one. I mean, if you want to go crazy, you can plant them all, but you have to nurture them like babies. You have to take care of them so they can grow beautiful. Now, these are all the ones that they give you. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the black one. And I'll show you through the camera closer. Black one. And then the little pointy one. Okay, and then extra seeds. You put them back. But if you want higher chances of growing like a lot, because maybe some of them don't make it. This is super hard to put it back in. I will just put it in here. Okay, and then the extra ones you leave here so that when that one grows, and you can either put it in a recycled container, you can transfer them to a prettier container. Okay, just make sure that it's not glass. Try to avoid glass as long-term potting solution because it doesn't allow the roots to breathe and then they can even rot over time. So plastic is awesome. You put it to the side because we're already done with that one. And then you're going to put, let me show you. You can see some seeds there, separate. Okay, you don't want to put all them munching all together or squish them all together? No. So we're going to put them all here. And this material has plastic. Remember to put your finger in the bottom so that you're not leaking. Because remember, this still has water. Okay? It drains any excess water. This soil drains it so that, it doesn't rot. Okay? So that's enough. You don't want to squish it too down. Okay? Regular layer on top. Okay? If you want to be, extra and measure 1/8 of an inch, that's amazing. Okay? So then you're going to put it in the beautiful container that it even has a super cute quote, plant dreams, grow a happy life. Okay? It also brings a lid, but do not put the lid over because we're planting. You could just put it in the bottom. Now we did that part. Okay? Now we have to do it 3 more times. But before we do that, let's mix it up a notch. Oh, we forgot our label. Oh my goodness, the label. If not, we're going to forget. You don't have to dig it in there, just put it in the corner. Make sure you don't put it where, let's put it where the beautiful quote is. I think it's this way, facing the quote. Okay, don't put it, squish it all the way on top of the seed. No, you put it in the little corner delicately. We're going to continue with that. But I want to go ahead and show you the recycled. This needs a little bit more water. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Now, like I said, this container is super awesome. The water drainage is here, and this is a stand also. This is your stand. It's super awesome. This is like less than $2. You have already your whole kit. The soil, you can go to any nursery or Amazon is the best. You order succulent and cacti soil, cactus soil, right? And then with that special soil, it helps you grow the plant successfully. Now, how did I get to this? Let's do it. So I got a regular Coke bottle, right? Cut it in half, Make sure your parents help you. Don't use knives. Don't get crazy. Okay, so you're going to put this here. But before, so that the dirt doesn't go in the hole and you make a huge mess, you're going to get a little bit of paper, because this is a small one. For the big one, I put the whole filter. But this is a small one, so you're going to cut it in half. You can use scissors or your hand. It doesn't have to be super, super perfect. Okay, 1/4 of it, okay? 1 of 4 pieces. You're going to put this to the side. You're going to put this here, okay? Make sure it's there covering the hole. And then we're going to fill it up. You're going to fill it up. You're going to fill it up, okay? I even plan succulents outside, so I'll actually go outside and show you my little garden. It's not a big deal, but it's cute and it's nice. Okay, so always leaving a little bit of space, right? You're putting dirt normal around the filter, right? Not getting the filter out of the way and filling it up. See, dirt not falling. It's amazing. Now you get the seed. The only thing with these labels is that sometimes when you put it, you don't want it to tip over. So I'm going to show you now what to do. Let's do the cacti mix. This is the cacti mix that we're going to do next. This one's super pointy. And it pinches you. Look at these tiny, tiny little seeds. Okay. Once again, this came from the kit, okay? We're just using the container from home, right? Any recycled, you can use a water bottle, you can use a Coke bottle, any bottle, so that when you cut it in half, you have the stand, and it looks cool. So these are so tiny that, let's see, I don't want to oversee it, but you're not going to be able to even see it through the camera. Just make sure that you put some, not all of them, because, like I said, it's going to be overcrowded and each seed needs space. We're going to put this, I use this one, number 130. So we're going to go ahead and write number 130. Number 130. I don't put the date, I put it on a sticky note on the back, on a little piece of sticky note, the sticky part, I cut only the sticky part, I put it there. And then I know the date because I like to reuse these, okay? So I put it here. This is a new kit, so because I'm showing you guys. So you see how it's like blah and it's not fitting properly? If it was this big one, right? I know what it is already. But if you are new and then you're going to put it in there, it's not going to fall. But when you're using little small ones, you have to be careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write on a sticky note, like I said, there. Or if you have a good memory, you can just use your memory. Anyways, this is the cacti mix. Ta-da! Beautiful, super cool. I don't like the little white tape. Now, let's put dirt on top. They were so small that I almost forgot that I had to fill it up with dirt again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then you have it next to your little collection. Ta-da! Your very own Coca-Cola succulent plant holder and Dr. Pepper holder. You can put these in the yard as well if you want to. They don't have to be inside. Now back to our little garden, okay? This one's really awesome to buy first because it really gives you step by step on what to do. And it's a good, it's good. It's wood. It lasts a very long time. So this is number 130. I don't want to squish the plant. I'm going to use the sticky note after. But I'm going to leave it there. So we use number 130. We use number 129. We've used these. Let's put it to the side. So we're missing these two. You want to have variety. I hate that word. Oh my goodness. Okay? Different. You want to have different types of seeds. Okay. So we're doing number 128. This one's a beautiful succulent plant. I love it. It's beautiful. So you're going to write number 128. When you write number 128, okay, remember to get the seeds. I already took them out here. These different seeds. These are mixed seeds as well. Okay, this you could see better. Okay, don't take them out yet until you have your bag. Okay, get the ones that are ready. Always put your finger in the bottom so that it doesn't seep through the bottom. I love succulent plants because you can travel, you can do a lot of things, you know, even a whole week, right? You can be out of your house for a whole week and they will survive. They have the special ability to retain water, actually. So it's important not to overwater because if that's their super power, right? If that's their power, why are you going to overwater it? Let's see here. Okay, we're just filling it. And the front is super cute. Look at this. Garden Republic. Ooh. Fill it up. The soil is actually perfect. So we can say that it takes 2 water bottles for the 4 soil tablets to successfully open, right? To expand using the water. When I garden, after a while, when you garden, you just use everything like by eyesight, actually. But now we know. 2 water bottles for 4 tablets. It's like cooking. Once you know how to cook, you just, bam, you cook. But when you're a beginner, you need how many this and how many that and how many measuring this and half a cup. Okay, so I'm putting the black seed and the 2 other different seeds. I don't want it to start leaking dirt everywhere. Oh my goodness. Get outside, seed. Okay. Oh! This one does not want to sprout. Okay. It's like, no, leave me in the bag. I'm safe. So we have, oh, that one landed in there. It gave us 6 seeds. We're only going to put 1 in each corner. Let's do 4. That's fine. There's some that are black that you can barely see. Okay. Some bags bring 8 seeds in. Once again, you do not want to jam, that's the word, jam 8 seeds in there. Okay. This usually takes me longer, but you know, since I'm teaching, you know, I gotta be quick. I don't want to hear my voice so long. Okay. So 128. All right, boys and girls, look what we have so far. Awesome. Your parents are going to be so proud. They're going to be like, wow, you know how to garden. Yes, because Ms. Mendoza taught me. Okay. The last one, right? We still have 2 empty ones because we used 1 for our Coke bottle. This is awesome. Our number 130 for our Coke bottle. Now, we're going to use this one. These are tiny, 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 tiny seeds. Oh my gosh. These are super difficult because they're tiny. Okay. Remember, put your hole in the bottom, your finger in the bottom. You get some dirt. I put all the 4 tablets because I'm going to go outside and plant some of my extra seeds that I have after this lesson. But if you're just going to, you know, do these 4, you don't have to expand all the soil tablets. Expanding just 2 for these 4 little bags is probably enough. Unless you want to go outside and, you know, and start cutting 50 Pepsi bottles and start planting, then you need all of them. But if you're just going to do these 4, you know, you expand 2 at a time so that you have at least for another month, because it takes a while for these to grow. Remember, do not water it until the soil feels a little bit dry, okay? If it's like wet still, like what it is right now, you know, you cannot put water, okay? Don't forget that. That's basically the only rule. The seed needs to be 1/8 of an inch. It needs to get sun after the germination process for at least 6 hours, right? And the last step, I'm trying to multitask here. The soil, the 1/8 of an inch. Oh, and then watering it like once a week, a little bit, droplets, right? And this is not going to need water, once again, for like a week, unless it's like you put it in the sun immediately, which I don't recommend. And like it dries up all the soil. Okay, we're going to put some seeds in the bottom, and these, I don't even think with the camera you're going to see them because I don't even see them, boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Me no see nothing. Okay. Over here. Okay, amazing. Ta-da! We're going to write number 131. Now, because we have another empty one, we're going to be able, remember, always in the corner, you stick it in the end, okay? Since we have one over here, you already know that the one that doesn't have the stick, it's because it's a repeated one. So they all have the little label stick, but if this one does it, you know that it's repeated from the one across, okay? If you don't have good memory, sticky note. Put a sticky note, and that will help you. We're going to fill this one up quickly. Remember, finger in the bottom. Fill it up quickly so we can put the leftover dirt. Remember, do not, you know, expand all 4 tablets if you're not going to start building 20 gardens. But this gets very exciting, so you might start off by doing one, and then you want to do another one and another one. And when they start growing, you're going to feel so excited because it's your work. You know, you're helping, especially for Earth Day. This is an awesome activity also. You know, you could do with your parents or with a family member, with a cousin. But this is really good. You put, you know, you're helping Mother Earth with the plants. I'm trying to talk and put dirt in here. It's so difficult. Planting trees is also like amazing. But the thing with this is that you're getting it from like a seed, right? So you're seeing, you know, the power that we have as humans to create, right? We're giving the seed a chance at life. You can use a bigger spoon if you want, but I like to use a little one because, you know, you gotta like sometimes not squish it or make it super tight, but like, you know, make it, you know, not like little balls of dirt. If it's little balls of dirt, then the roots can't expand. Or if it's too tight, the roots can't expand. So we're gonna put our leftover tiny cacti mix. Oh my gosh. The most toughest ones to plant are these little black ones, tiny ones, because wow. To see them, first of all, it's like wow. Picking up some dirt over here. Messing up my table. Okay. So we have some in there. This was number 131. Remember, like I said, you go across. So across, you put it here, and you know, right? Ooh, I almost forgot. I'm telling you, the little seeds are like invisible, so you think that you already put it on top. Okay. So let's make sure, remember, 1/8 of an inch. Do not try to put 50 layers of dirt. It's not going to work. Now, let's show our final product with a very cute table ending. Okay, this is our succulent garden, right? Or cacti mixed garden, right? Over here. Then we have Mr. Coca-Cola. And then to top it off, Diet Dr. Pepper. I know a lot of you, ew, Dr. Pepper tastes like medicine. I like to put the little label on the front. You can kind of see. Dr. Pepper tastes like medicine. This is the last shoot. We're not going to water it right now because, like I said, it already has water. But it has enough water for a long time. Okay, so this is our final picture with these amazing books. Okay, From Seed to Plant, or Carl the Tiny Seed, or The Dandelion. Okay, these are beautiful books. We have the Diet Dr. Pepper. These are recycled materials. We have the box that brings the whole kit. What's good about this kit is that it brings the perfect soil, right? You don't have to go look for it. You don't have to go look for seeds. You know, Amazon is our best friend. Amazon helps, okay? So all you basically need to create a garden is seeds to create this type of garden, right? Succulent and cactus plants. You need seeds, the soil, not just dirt, right? Because you need the soil which has nutrients and specific ingredients that they need to grow and sprout and become beautiful little plants. So this is the kit that you need. If you can't buy this kit, like I said, you use recycled material, you go to the nursery, you buy some soil mix that will last you forever because they give you a huge bag, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, they give you a huge bag, and you get it and you can use it for a long time. And then these little containers, when you're done drinking the Coca-Cola or the Dr. Pepper or the Pepsi, you cut it in half. Ask for your parents to help you on that part. It's a little bit dangerous because it's plastic, it's sharp, and then dealing with knives. No. Ask your parents. So you cut it in half, and then you have it there. Look how awesome this is. If you have an empty table at home and you say, hey, I want a garden. Well, guess what? At Academir, you watch Miss Mendoza's video, and you can garden successfully. Beautiful plants in our succulent and cactus garden. Okay, so here, this is a regular pot, right? It has different layers. Okay, you can plant different ones in each. Now, the interesting thing about, you being consistent with gardening is that you can see the little baby cactuses that you pull out, right? And then you can regrow them. Okay, not regrow them, replant them. You can replant them in a better soil, right? Just delicately. You get that, and then you can put it anywhere, and then they grow, right? Another pot in another side of the yard or in the front yard, anywhere, and you repot them. I'm gonna put it back. They're very easy to handle and to change places, okay? They're super awesome plants. Now here we have beautiful ones over here. This is more of a cactus one, as you can see over here. It's been there for a while. Now this requires a lot of maintenance. This one here is empty because I've been waiting to fill it up with new soil. This, it takes a lot of work. This is only one of the pots that I have. I have several. It takes a lot of work, and, sometimes we don't have enough time. But now since I'm having, I'm teaching you a video, I have enough time. So in here we have some babies that we're gonna save. There was one here prior, but I changed it because it was super big and beautiful. It was a cactus plant. I think it was number 130 of the one that we planted. Okay. You save the little babies, and then this is the same family all the way up here. You open a little hole. Sometimes you can use your finger, you know. It's just a little bit to dig them. They'll attach rather quickly. So then, making sure, oh, there's one more little baby. Little baby. Let's save it. Okay. And there, you know, you can see hundreds. And let me see if I can zoom in. There's like a bunch of like little babies. I don't know if you can see. There's baby plants everywhere. Okay. So with the dirt, oh my goodness, we're gonna plant this one. This one I like to grow indoors because I think it's like extra pretty. But we're gonna plant that one. Remember, that's number 128. This one stayed a little bit hard, but you just touch it a little bit and you mix it. Like I said, if you have other potting pots outside, you know, it's really good because then you can, you know, change the environment, not just garden inside. And outside, you know, the natural, you know, environment makes it, you know, grow. Now, out here, you know, you got to be a little bit careful because this gets a lot of sun over here, okay? So not all seeds are going to be successful. So here, and because of the large area that you see, here you're going to, you know, want to plant several seeds, okay? Here you can fit about 6 seeds, I would say. It's a larger area. So you get the seeds, okay? And you just push them down. 1, 2, 3, around the area. 4, 5. Using gloves is ideal, but because of the coronavirus, I need to buy more. 7. Did I say 7? 8. Not even gardening gloves are available. Okay. I do not know where I left my gloves. Okay, over here. Just make sure that you like dab it a little bit. Don't like squish it. Just a little bit. And then they're gonna grow into beautiful ones like these. These were hand grown. It takes a while, like months actually. Don't expect, you know, it to grow like this in a weekend. You know, this one is probably, I would say, a year, to be honest. And then there's like little, I don't know if you can see, there's like little dead pieces, right? It's like little ugly pieces. And then you go ahead and use that tool that they gave me, that little black, it looked like a scissor. And you can use that to clean the area. This takes a lot of time, right? You see all these? You clean it, and then, you know, you show it your little love. Sometimes I even take it out, repot it, take all the little babies out, and then, you know, it grows even better because this one has so many babies. Oh my goodness. Make sure it's like clean. This one I gotta work on it. This one's a difficult plant. That one's a lot of work because it hurts, it pinches you. It has like a bunch of like spikes because cactuses are like very, very tough. Okay. So you make their area, it's like their home. You like clean it, you make it nice. You know, sometimes there's ones like this one I had put it there because I was gonna plant it somewhere, but it didn't like grab to the dirt again as successfully as I thought. So then I'll probably take him out, or her. Take her out and put her in another little Coke bottle and stuff. I usually give them to my family too. I make them and I give it to them and they love it. They always say, oh my gosh, I love it. Or they tell me like their favorite drink. There's even like caffeine-free Coke. I was like, what?
put it in a caffeine-free Coke for me, please. I was like, oh my gosh, serious? So this is awesome. You know, if you have friends, obviously everybody has friends. So when you have your friend or it's their birthday and stuff, you know, aside from another little gifts, you can make this. You know, you can even paint. They sell these, you know, more, I guess, smaller, I would say. And then you could decorate it. You can write their name with a Sharpie. You could put glitter. You could decorate it with them, for them, okay? And then they'll be super happy because it's awesome. And it's homemade. It's extra love. Now, that's all that we have for today. I'm trying to put my face. Okay, awesome. This is Miss Mendoza, Academir. Garden forever. It's amazing.